Hi everyone, this is an overview of the practicum preparation and forms for Nursing 655. So what we have in this particular section is the Preceptor Packet, and what this entails is absolutely everything that is sent to your preceptor prior to starting the practicum experience. It has an overview of the different requirements of the preceptor. It has the preceptor data and agreement form included, and it also has the student evaluation of the preceptor and the preceptor's evaluation of the students, along with kind of an introduction to the practicum itself. So it's kind of an overview of the whole practicum experience, and it's sent to your preceptor prior to you getting started, so they really understand what's going on as far as your practicum experience. The practicum agency information form, this is a form that we use when you are starting your practicum, and the form itself is twofold. One is if we don't have an existing agreement with that particular practicum site, it will provide us with the information to start that agreement process. And secondarily, if we already have an existing contract or agreement with that organization, it will serve as a way to help us to keep our files up to date as far as who is the appropriate contact people, because of course people leave and change positions, so it's really good to have that updated information. So that's why that form, even if there is an existing contract or agreement, we do require that each time that we have a student at a site that form is completed. And as far as the data and agreement form, we are required by CCNE to have documentation that our preceptors are qualified, and that is the purpose of the preceptor data and agreement form. I have included tips on choosing a preceptor, and it is again a CCNE requirement that our preceptors are master's prepared nurses. And you will be developing your experience, and you may be spending some time with folks other than MSN prepared nurses, and that's part of that interdisciplinary component and what's key as far as developing those population health skills. But because of CCNE, we have to make sure that the designated preceptor who will be coordinating your practicum experience does possess a master's in nursing. There are some tips as far as choosing your preceptor. If you have any questions or want to brainstorm as far as practicum or preceptor placement, let me know and we will work through that. The other thing is that you are required to have documentation of general information ranging from that you've read the student handbook to the HIPAA test to making sure that all your immunizations are up to date, those types of things, and also a background check. So all of those requirements are mandatory for practicums. And within those agreements that we have with organizations, the agreements delineate that we have met these particular requirements, meaning the clinical requirements and the background check. So the responsibility is very important as far as making sure that we have our students that are in compliance with what our agreements or contracts do indicate. So if you have any questions as far as the Castle Branch process, Carol Fairley is very helpful, and I've included the customer experience number here for Castle Branch, and they're helpful to work through if you have any particular questions about meeting those requirements. So that's just a brief overview of the section on practicum preparation and the forms that are contained. So again, if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to let me know. Thank you now.